Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bros here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, I just want to talk about one of the best feelings I've had in Raid Shadow Legends in a long time. And I wonder if any of you guys have felt this as well, but this was a pretty cool experience. So the Summon Rush was for where Lord Entertainer Fabian was forced to pull about 6 or 7 sacreds. Ended up putting Elva there. I did not have Galahad or Glacier, I forget his name. This guy. I have everyone else except this guy and Elva. So I decided on Elva. Shout out to Sifo. She helped me make that decision. But I really wanted a fourth Duchess. Like, oh man, I really wanted a fourth Duchess because my Duchess is cranked. Where is she? She's +3. A +4 would have been amazing. I only have one other +4 champ card, so he's not that great. I always wanted to make him +4 when I had so many of them because of the Yumiko Connect, but it's just, you know, it doesn't really cut it in the Stone Skin meta and whatnot. But Duchess +4 would have been amazing. But what I want to talk about is the fact that I actually put Elva in there, and I did hit on Elva, which was wasn't excited at first. I know she's a great champ. I think I actually ascended her. Okay, yeah. There's a champ training going on. I'll save the 6-star for CVC, but I started putting some gear on her. But ended up hitting Elva because I skipped her guaranteed when there was she was 20 shards because they were like 12 and then 15 and then they were 20, and I caught myself boycotting. Kind of a mistake because it obviously didn't change anything. All guaranteed since then have been 20 sacreds or more. So me skipping that one event didn't do anything but hurt me. But anyway, what I want to talk about is the fact that I actually had this. I was actually just sitting on this soul. This is amazing, guys. So this is one of the better feelings that I've had in raid in recent times, other than like obviously like hitting your wish list or hitting the champ you want on a 15 times, 20 times, whatever. Like that's probably the best feeling, right? Like pulling the champ that you really so desperately want. Because the best feeling I've ever had in this game was pulling Cardiel. I was chasing that guy for years. Finally got him. Best feeling of all time. My peak Raid Shadow Legends moment. But this is a great feeling, guys. Like, I didn't know I had this. I wasn't pulling because I had this. I just kind of pulled her because Chimera. She's amazing for Chimeras. She's amazing for Hydra. And I ended up just getting super lucky. And hitting her and having this blessing on standby. So I think this is one of the best feelings of that I can have personally. I don't know how everyone else feels about this because I'm hoarding some souls. I mean, you know, like I feel like if you're not, please hoard souls for great champs like Lazarius and Crixia, right? There's an event tomorrow. Kind of getting sidetracked here, but there's an event tomorrow for this guy, or probably today by the time this gets posted. And soulstones are going to be involved, right? And this is a guaranteed void legendary who, I mean, he may not be the greatest, but it's a guaranteed void. They're going to be changing faction wars eventually, and this guy might carry if faction wars is super hard. This guy would be an absolute carrying orc because, I mean, look at orc, man. They're really struggling as far as damage goes, in my humble opinion, compared to other factions. I mean, I have Growhawk, I have Denag. I don't think they're the greatest. Varl's pretty good, but is he going to carry? I'm not so certain. Probably Supreme Gaelic will probably be the best option for faction wars and damage. Based off what I'm seeing. But then this guy comes along. He's probably the best damage dealer in the entire fact. Oh, of course, we're ignoring Garal. So I'm not even talking about mythics. But if you have mythics, then you're probably good on the faction itself, period. But yeah, I mean, I could see people. I've done it before. I've gotten rid of some soul stones. Like I could sell this and get 2 big soul stones for tomorrow's event. That's what I was getting at. Or sell this and get almost 1. You know, you sell this and then this, and that's basically, you know, or this, and that's 1 soul stone, right? But if I pull a Aphidus or Bias or Commodus, I'll be sick that I sold these souls. So we won't do that. But you know, a champ like this, right? Adeline, this is a big stone. They gave us her 5-star for free. I probably will not do this, right? But then you see the Elva, which is amazing. I have the 5-star, 4-star Rorik. I don't use him anywhere, so this is also another option. I'm hoarding a 6-star Fortis, 5-star Tuhana Rock. So I have a nice little stash here going on. 5-star Hegemon. And these are all champs that if I got them, I'd build them and I'd want their blessing. So that's why I'm not selling them. Now there's other champs. Georgia, by the way, is like, I'm dying to get a Georgia. But I like have two of these. I don't have Noel. I messed up on her fusion. Don't want to talk about it. I like Frowny, man. Like, you know, he's not the best champ, but if you pull a mythic, it's so hard to get one. Imagine selling this, pulling a Frowny, and being sick to my stomach. Because I'd actually use the guy as a mythic. And a 5-star blessing will probably make him really, really good. So, anyway, the video is about when you have a soul, how good it feels. When you're hoarding a soul, how good it feels to actually pull the champ and then be able to do this right here. This feels amazing. So now my Elva will be cranked. She'll be juiced. I plan on just using her in PvE. I fought some Elvas in PvP that were pretty solid because her cleanse is nuts. And, you know, high resist, high speed Elvas, along with 3 other great champs. She can be kind of a glue. I've lost to some Elva teams before. I mean, they had some like SS tier champs around her, but she came in and did the job she needed to do, and absolutely carried. So let's see here. So yeah, we have a 5-star Elva. I think I'm going to settle on Intimidating Presence. Where's it at? I know I probably just passed it. Intimidating Presence, the first one, huh? So I'm pretty sure I'm going to settle on this. So I'll go ahead and just put it on her now because I run this on my cardio and it makes my team go so much faster in Hydra and PvE content, and that's where I plan on using her. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to talk about that, guys. Next personal CVC, which is a ways off, I'll probably end up booking her because, you know, she's such an amazing champ, and I have her 5-star blessing, so it's kind of like a must book, must build. And look what people think about her. Wow, absolutely insane. 5 in Hydra, 5 in Chimera, and you know, my Hydra team, I have one more key to do, and it is my hard key actually, which I've been messing around with this team, and I tried to do my quick battle, and it got to 26 million, and they died. Whereas, like, if I could slide an Elva in here, obviously they're probably gonna go turn limit. I was trying to Calamitous after the buff. I've been building bells for my block buff champ, my Provoker. I'm thinking that I need a better Provoker here for this rotation. I think it's the Bad Affinity. I'm actually not certain, but for them to fail so early was crazy. But you know, if I slide Elva in here, that could easily be a full auto turn limit team, more than likely. So I'm excited that I have her, and I just wanted to touch base on that, guys. I mean, I just think, you know, just bring awareness to this to people that don't maybe save. I mean, I like to think that all of you guys are saving, whoever's watching this video, wherever it reaches. I like to think that if you pull a 6-star Lazarus, even if you don't have him, you don't say, oh, I don't have this guy, I'm selling this. Because that would be, to me, would be a mistake. I think, you know, if back against the wall, right, and this was, this event tomorrow was, let's say Senna, or let's say Siphi, something crazy, right? Like something absolutely ridiculous. Like if it was for this chick, right, and you just, I would agree, or I would justify being able to sell all your soul stones to buy more soul stones to get the points to get a champ like this. That's the only time I think I could justify it. And they're not going to offer her as a guaranteed, or a champ of her caliber as a guaranteed. So, you know, most times it's going to be like the last guaranteed was Knave of Hearts. I actually skipped that one. I mean, I guess he has decent ratings, but this guy is definitely not worth breaking the bank for, pulling all your soul stones. I don't think so. I skipped it, but if you got him and you like him, let me know. And this guy is he's no different. I think he's better than Knave personally, but you know, I wouldn't be out here selling 6-star mythic souls and 6-star Georgians, and because, you know, I can buy 5 big stones. I have none, so I'll be able to buy 5 big stones. I'll be able to pull 11 to 78, so I'll be able to get a fair amount of points, and then I can dip into my shards and whatnot. But or if I didn't want to pull shards, right, what I could do is I could say, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell this. That's 5.5 big stones. That's absolutely outrageous. I could even go here, right, and here, and then here, and then here, and then I can have nine big stones. But is it worth it? You know, for a champ like him, I would say no. So that's the big thing. It's like, who's the champ? Who's up for grabs? But you know, I'm thinking about going for the guy, but I'm definitely gonna do the math. And you know, if these guys are, if I had to sell these souls to get the guy, no, it would be a no-brainer that I'm skipping the event. But I think based on what I'm hoarding here, and based on the 5 big stones that I can buy, and based on having, you know, maybe throwing a few sacreds, a few voids, I think I'm gonna go for the guy, because I'm thinking about the future, how they're gonna bring Faction Wars 2.0 supposedly, and you know, I mean, if it's anything like Centranos, that stuff's hard, man. And based on what I have here, I mean, I do have Raka, who I feel like is going to be the absolute best champ in the in Orc faction for, or maybe it's the faction guardian. But you know, when the reviver is when I was coming up through the game, the reviver was the most important champ in the faction, right? Like when people couldn't finish faction wars, it was because they didn't have a reviver. We didn't have all these fat shield givers like Wixwell and Freya. That, like, there wasn't a lot of those champs in each faction, so you really just needed a reviver. And then you could kind of work in, even if it took 8 minutes, 9 minutes to finish the faction with some scrub champs around the reviver. If your reviver was tanky, you were getting the job done. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking forward in the future. But otherwise, you know, I got way off topic. This video, I guess, would have been really short if I just said, hey, I got Elva, pulled her, had the 5-star, so I'm happy. So, yeah, basically just the run around just to say, man, like, this is why it's smart to save souls. You know, I mean, obviously, like in here, like I said, I have her 5-star from, they gave it to us for free as a login or whatever, and I have his 4 on him, and I have both of their 6s. So I'll, like, if I needed 2 soul stones, 2 big soul stones or eternal soul stones, whatever they're called, to get it done, I'm definitely selling her 6-star and his 6-star, because they are not Elva level, they are not Crixia, they are not Lazarius like mythics, they're not a 6-star Georgia, you know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to say. And you know, just one more look at my Elva on the way out. Was not excited to pull her because I really wanted to go for Duchess, but Sifo convinced me to put Elva in there because of how good she is in Chimera and whatnot. And we have her 5-star blessing, so this is amazing. And she probably will more than likely boost my damage, so I'm excited about that. Slap her in one of my Hydra teams, slap her in my Chimera team, see how it goes. Because I'm using Siphi currently, and I don't have a speed lead, so she's going to, I don't know if she's going to make my team faster because my Siphi's really fast with a turn meter boost, but I'm thinking that she might. So I guess we will see. I don't know if she has a lock deep, but yeah, so this is great here. This is great because I don't need increased defense from Siphi because I have Marius, so it's kind of like, you know, kind of stacking the buffs. But anyway, that's all I want to say, guys. Save your soul stones. Save your souls, rather, when you pull big ones. I think that you should hold on to them, especially if it's a champ you like and want, or a champ that would, you know, be account changing, because you never know what's going to happen, man. You could get lucky. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.